Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson of Bama Football. Definitely hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. Today, we're talking about the Alabama offensive line. You got the grades on the left. But one thing that I wanted to point out before we get going is look at the freshmen that came in under offensive line coach Eric Wolford. They're highlighted in yellow. 6'6", 326 pounds. That's Ola Salina, who, by the way, is from Finland. Then you also have Wilcom Formby, who's 6'7", 320 pounds. He's out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You have Miles McVay checking in at 6'6", 350. Rock Montgomery, who is 6'3", 332. And Kayden Proctor, the biggest of them all, at 6'7", 354. When you average out those totals, it comes to over 1,600 pounds. If you average them out overall, they're checking in at over 336 pounds of beef, right? So Eric Wolford has brought in these monsters to the Alabama offensive line. When you look to guys that could potentially make a start, as a true freshman, it's going to be tough to do. We have to kind of rewind back to Evan Neal when he did it as a guard and then moved over to tackle, potentially Kayden Proctor. So let's look at the offensive line shaking out after the springtime. And you have Tyler Booker, who absolutely deserves an A+. I think he's one of the alpha dogs within that offensive line unit. He had some great interviews, and it's hard to believe that he's only a sophomore at 6'5", 335 pounds. Love his mentality. You have Darian Dalcourt. We're going to give him a B. He's a grad. Now at Alabama, brings a lot of experience. What do you think about Darian Dalcourt potentially being a starter for Alabama? Remember, he was center, seeing him at guard. What is your take on Darian Dalcourt? You also have J.C. Latham, and I think when you look to next year's NFL draft, J.C. Latham is certainly a first-round talent and really an anchor along with Tyler Booker for this offensive line unit. And then you also have Seth McLaughlin, and he got a lot of playing time. We're giving him a B plus right now. What do you think his upside is? I think the best thing about Seth McLaughlin is the fact that he wears a hat that says run the damn ball, right? And that was something that Tyler Booker even talked about. He said that he wants to be that offensive line that when it's 3rd and 3 or you have 2 yards before you're getting into the end zone, you can absolutely depend on this offensive line. So Seth McLaughlin, maybe he's a quiet leader and you want that center to be your leader. You rewind to look at the past centers at Alabama. You had Bradley Bozeman, who was a great leader, and then most recently, Landon Dickerson, now playing with the Philadelphia Roll Tide Eagles, right? Elijah Pritchett was someone who was under the microscope during Alabama's spring game. A lot of people felt that he got eaten up, which he did, but again, he's going up against guys who are really fast coming off the edge. But I think if there's a weak point, it's probably going to be Elijah Pritchett. So I would imagine that Eric Wolford, A, gets him up to speed, and B, make sure that somebody is capable to take his spot when you're looking at the top 5 offensive linemen for that starting rotation. Let me know what you think about the offensive line inside the comment box. I appreciate you guys' support. Definitely hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Kyle Henderson at Bama Football on YouTube.